Oh, hello there. I am Notbot and Diamondson. Welcome to the stream. I hope your days are going well. I'm just getting everything started up. We still got a countdown for 5 minutes, but I think we are probably going to get started before then too much. Just because everything is more or less set up. Oh, nope. Speaking of that, closed captions on would be good. Yes, 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 they would be very, very good. And Fanatic, oh my goodness, we've got a load of people popping up today early in the stream then. Hope everyone's day has been going well. Just give me 1 second. I need to manage all my things and make sure I've got my account set up. So, Fanatic, have you been able to take advantage of the double bank holiday we have here in the UK? You finally got a notification for once. Did you finally get it through Discord then? I mean, I do tag like everyone on Discord, so everyone should get a notification if they've enabled it all. But yeah. Yeah, oh, as I've said before, in the UK, because we are celebrating someone reigning over us for 70 years, we are getting 2 bank holidays this week, which means I had today available to actually relax and do some stuff for myself. Your Discord plays up a lot. Well, I do also tend to tag on Twitch as well. So if you... not Twitch... Twitter. I get those two confused more often than I should. You've just been chilling and watching the Jubilee. I hope you've been enjoying that. So I think, seeing as we are indeed all ready to go, I'm just going to switch over. We are a little bit early, but we can just get things started. Hey, we won the battle. We won. So we've lost more often than not, but yeah, thank you for the channel points, Diamondson. And oh my goodness, Jazzy May, is everyone here today? Hello, hope your day has been going well. So all we now need is just Odd Top, Passing, and Toxicite for the usual crew. Yes. Yes, I do summon you, Toxicite. And I did tell you. So I did tell you last time, Toxicite, so that I did disinherit one of our children. So this was the one that I disinherited, but I managed to refrain from disinheriting any more. So yes, we are playing as Duke Ulyan II of Castile with 3 children, and his wife is expecting once again. So we have our eldest son is a genius and an aspiring blade master, and he is betrothed to someone who is also a genius and is pretty. Younger sister is robust and intelligent, and betrothed to someone who is also intelligent, so we'll reinforce that trait. Third child is Amazonian and unfortunately only quick, so we've betrothed her to someone who is quick. So yeah, we'll just have to see how everything goes. And I'm not a bot, you're mentally gone. Well, I hope you're... Well, I hope at the very least you're able to settle in and relax and just have a nice, enjoyable time. So we are almost pretty much halfway to actually being the King of Castillo. We just need 500 gold, which is going to be maybe a little bit tricky to actually get, but hopefully we'll be able to do so soon enough. We are unfortunately only gaining 0.8 gold a month. We are using almost 0.9 for our unraised men-at-arms. So that is monthly reinforcements. So we could actually turn that off and we would hopefully start getting a bit more money. Okay, so the delegation from Soria slowly files out. Petitioners beg for money to repair the crumbling walls of the holding. Good fortifications are hideously expensive. So we can say I have a duty to care for my subjects. Professionally rebuilt walls, so fort level +1 and popular opinion +5 for 20 years. We lose 50 gold for 50 lifestyle experience. We can supervise, but unfortunately we'll gain 36 stress. We have a 52% chance that we'll get disastrously rebuilt walls, so fort level -1. 47% chance of adeptly rebuilt walls, fort level 1 unpopular opinion for 20 years, and a 0% chance of having that for 100 years. Or we leave it. No, we'll just say we have a duty to care. And negotiate alliance with Orbitello. Okay, let's have a look at that. You are... Oh, yes, my brother. Yeah, why not? We'll accept an alliance with you. It's not like you're going to be able to come and do anything anyway. Though I did notice you did finally actually get married. He did finally get married. And oh dear, we've had a son. We've had a son. Let me actually just have a look. What children do you have? So, quick, hunchback, club-footed. Oh dear. That is not good. And we have our new son. Did I notice there's a new pagan religion in Iberia? No, I did not, actually. Because obviously we have... So obviously we just have on the main map Catholicism, Mozarabic, which is what we are playing as, the Moweladi and Ashari faiths. So organised Muslim faith, and 2 organised Christian faiths. Oh, it's a dead one. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Let's actually see. So do you remember the name of it? Because that could be interesting. We don't want only Christian faiths. We want to see all of them. Let me check real quick. Sure, and we will have a look at our 4th child and 2nd-born son. Absolutely nothing worthwhile. Absolutely nothing worthwhile. Oh dear. So unfortunately that does mean that our realm is now going to be split. So Goffredo is getting the Duchy of Castillo and Ulian will gain the Duchy of Cantabria. So we need to get that 500 gold before he dies. And a gift. What do we get? Oh, to the Serene Duke Ulian of Castillo. Please accept this humble gift. Oh, nice. Pays 150 gold to us. And if I remember correctly, you are of Navarra. So just one little bit of territory there. Well, that is fine. We will gladly accept that gift because that will get us closer. So we are looking for Era Zarak. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that moderately correctly. So sort by name is probably going to be the easiest option. And here we go. Unreformed Euskal faith. The ancient native Basque faith has long incorporated other more transient religions, elements of Celtic paganism, Christianity, Hellenic paganism, and a heavy substrata of their own local myths and belief, all swirled together in a syncretic blend. Ooh. Very, very interesting. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That could be very, very fun. That could be very, very fun. So communal identity. So faith and culture are intrinsically linked together. Sonic redoubts. Convert faith in county speeds. Interesting. Makes giant a virtue. Ooh. Attrition taken in mountains is halved. Advantage in mountains. Levy size in mountains. Ooh. And deserts as well. Desert mountains. So considering the terrain, considering we have forest, hills. So we're looking for grey and what other? Okay, grey and well, I mean that's kind of pretty much the same. I mean that is a blue grey as opposed to a grey. But still, that and desert mountains could be interesting because there are a fair amount of mountains around in Iberia. That could be fun. And we were obviously looking for I'm definitely going to have to put a pin in that and have a look. And then considers Christian faith, and is considered by Christian faith to be hostile instead of evil. So do we have anything other that could be interesting? Same-sex relations shunned, deviancy shunned. Okay, pretty much the usual. So brave, just, compassionate and stubborn are virtues as long with giants. Sins, craven, arbitrary, callous, sadistic and fickle. Yes, we wouldn't be crusaded to death because we would just be considered hostile. So intermarriage may still happen. Holy wars can be waged. But because it's just hostile rather than evil, they might be a little bit lenient on us and focus more on the Muslim states to the south of us. So what are we going to do with our second son, who has been born basically with nothing of note? Oh well, I might as well see if there's any good potential marriage candidates for you, just to oh, there is a 5-year-old here with Amazonian. Yes, we could do that. The only thing is we'd probably want to disinherit you just so we don't split the realm inadvertently. I think we will wait for that because we're probably going to get some good marriage opportunities in the future. And how are we doing towards the next stage? That's probably going to take a while. So, shorter truces, less piety to start wars, and pay less for wars against characters of a different faith. From a culture proceed slower, that is fine. Holy Order higher cost minus 25%. And unlocks the Iberian foothold decision. So that could be interesting. So we are marked as an interloper because annoyingly, I had to marry this person's father to a woman in Italy who actually inherited a tiny bit of land in Italy. So needless to say, he and all his siblings went over there and were converted to Catholicism and were raised in an Italian court. That's why we are Catholic Italian instead of Mozarabic. What are we wanting? Instead of Mozarabic Andalusian. So that explains that. And we unlock Gallant. So what do we want to go next for? I think we'll go for Strategist next and start unlocking some of these because we will have all of these military options that we probably are going to want to go and manage. So unfortunately I can never remember which side is the Castilian region and which side is the Basque region of Spain, which is annoying because I visited often enough that I should remember. So Basque Spain is that doesn't actually tell me properly where it Hang on a minute. 1 second. I just need to check that because I think... Is that... Do we actually already control it? No, because it looks like it's this bit here. Looks like it's that bit there. Hmm. Sorry, I'm being... Oh, I'm little... trying to go through and see if I can actually find out that. So... Emma Zarak in Crusader Kings 3. So I'm going to look that up and see if we can actually find it. Okay, so let me just see if I can find that. Okay, you can now convert to Era Zarak when you're an established Basque cultured sinner in your current faith. Interesting. With no counties at game start, but able to be brought into favour via a decision. Okay. Add Basque culture to 2 counties on the French side of the Pyrenees. Okay. So, on the French side of the Pyrenees. Gotcha. So we may need to extend out into France at least a little bit. And, you know, maybe suck up this little Duchy of Gascoigne. Let's just see how powerful are you compared to us. Similar, so that's not too bad. Mm. And our court physician has just died. So we've got a game pause, so let me just go through court physician. Do we have anyone who is good? No, so we need to go through for the decision. So search for a physician, and what is this one? Iberian foothold. Ooh. Okay, so your capital is outside the Iberia region. You hold an empire title that is not Hispania. Okay. Okay, so this is more, say, if you were um the French or, say, Holy Roman Empire, and you held at least 50% of Christian faith countries in the Iberia region, and completely control a de jure kingdom of Hispania, then blah 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 blah, that would become de jure part of the Empire of Castile, and the Iberian struggle would end. There it is. Convert to local culture. I thought it could be here somewhere. And yet there we can see Occitano Basque. So you are the current head of the Basque thing. Okay, enhanced stewardship on both sides? Sure. So you are? Yes, you are part of our... Okay, so Andalusian culture for 500 prestige. So we'd probably need to move into Najera and make our capital there to be able to adopt the Basque culture. And oh my goodness, this would be... yeah, would be quite an interesting thing. Do we do that? Do we do that? Because I wonder... It doesn't actually say... Ah, there we go. We can see where the Basque culture is. And Occitano Basque there as well. So maybe... I'm just thinking. I'm just honestly thinking here. Oh, Count Lub. This was the person we were just looking at. Okay, that's nice. You see? Okay, I'm sparring with one of my soldiers. I spot my vassal Count Lub eyeing me nonchalantly. Would you prefer to test your skills against me? 92% chance we win the practice duel. Yeah, sure. And then we can let's send it here. Well fought, or I'll show him not to challenge me again. No, I don't think we're wrathful or anything like that. Yeah, we'll just say let's end it here. Well fought. And if you want to. Okay. Let me actually just see that. Okay, it doesn't have it in the patch notes. Okay, it doesn't seem to have it anywhere in there. So I have no idea if this was a new event added in, but I need to explain this first, Toxicite. So in the last stream, we found someone peddling what they called Viking cheese to us. So we decided to buy it and then investigate, like, oh, where has this cheese come from? Is like, who's the Viking that's made it? So we basically traced it down to a random nobody and found, like, solved the mystery. But apparently, the longer the cheese has aged, the more stress you will lose while eating it. Is this just a once? Is this just one thing? Could we let our cheese age for absolutely forever and then eat it when we are, or have a character who has a high stress level? That could be fascinating. That could be fun. That could be really, really fun. Surely it has a cap. I'd be interested to see, because we started in 867. The game ends in 1453, if I remember correctly. So I wonder how much stress it would actually relieve if we managed to carry it all the way through to the end of the game. I've got to do that now. I've got to do that. I'm going to carry it through the end to the end of the game. I'm going to carry it through. We're going to have it for 600 years. Okay, so we've got Mahauta, who is a level 3 renowned physician, though her learning is quite poor at 9, and that's with the +4 from the renowned physician. Whereas you are 12, but no traits. I think we will actually hire you. I will hire you. Yes, the holy cheese. Depending on what type of cheese it is, it could be holy in more than one way. It could be holy in more than one way. So we are also going to be kind of semi role-playing this. So our character is content. So we are not going to be actively taking any more territory while we are playing as this character. Our son is rowdy, so martial and intrigue up. You two are both curious, and we don't know anything about you as of yet. We can always have a look to see grandchildren. So yes, we have married our player heir and son to our niece, because who is honestly going to turn down those traits? Okay, you two are married but no children from either of you. You are heterosexual and you are homosexual. And that may have a small impact on that. And our other sister. Ooh. Interesting. How did you die of old age 4 years ago, more or less? Ooh. And your two children are not really completely unremarkable, and another dwarf in the family line. No, okay. Gonna say, were you? No, you didn't have any genetic traits, because you obviously got married when I didn't have control of you. The pain is a small pain. Count Joan, who are you? Oh yes, you're the one that rebelled against me. And declare a guardian for you. So curiosity, you are getting a learning education. We are we are the best, but I think we will give you to our priest here. You love the new clothing. Yes, some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Some of them are indeed absolutely gorgeous. Low control in the county of Iberia. I know that. Ooh. Okay, you lost a county for some reason. I didn't do anything about that because we don't actually have the authority to change, or the law to change crown authority to actually revoke titles. So the fact that he just lost that is a boon to us. That is a good boon to us. How is our military doing? Looks fine. Okay. How much would it cost us to reinforce these? So 90, 85, and 45. So I think we will probably do that once we have the kingdom in our hands, just so we can make sure. Titles can be created. Duchy of Navarra, Kingdom of Navarra. Are those the same then? Duchy and... No, the Kingdom of Navarre is slightly larger. Hmm. So, we could build a new castle. So we can hire the Catholic architect, oh, for 300 gold. Start construction of a castle in San Leonardo. 95 gold will be refunded if construction is manually cancelled. Every powerful Christian vassal would lose 15 opinion of us. No, we can't afford that. So any idea what sort of ending we're going for, since there were 3 different ones? So we went into... Oh, so we are currently in the hostility phase, heading into compromise. So this is the path that we are taking, at least for the moment, because obviously most of the things that are here you participate in, but you cannot always 100% control everything. Because if we look down here, it's like increase the development of a county of a different faith or culture, which we can do. Yearly drift is just a standard one. Construct a building in a city holding. That's been done 31 times. Convert to the local involved culture or faith. Plus 10 progress, which has been done twice. Become best friends or soulmates with an involved ruler. So you can participate, but you can't always necessarily control it 100%. So I'm kind of going with the flow. I'm just going to let it see. I'm just going to let it progress as it is and just see what happens. Okay, I think you are starting to gobble up a bit of land. Maybe you are as well, because I'm seeing these two are starting to creep in at least a little bit. Troubadour's dedication. Okay, each and every song is a dedication to me from Adelia, which apparently I am not happy with, because I just exclaim the nerve. Our council doing? Oh, I had you increasing control. Okay, I think honestly we'll, despite the fact that it's going to take longer, we'll do it in Avila, because that is our current capital, and we do want to make sure that that stays pretty good, or well held in our hands. And we've had yet another son, who is, this one is a genius. Yes, this may be a little bit of a tricky situation. Where are all going? Okay, so basically, okay, so we'd only, quote unquote, lose the Duchy of Cantabria if that happened. General opinion increased from someone. The Ramlid dynasty is known far and wide. Level of splendor has increased. So we are now insignificant. So this means we would have a small little footnote in the history books. Nightly practice. So field riding or armor. Let's go field riding. No, we'll cut off diagonally and lead the knights into the flanks and get ourselves a martial lifestyle perk. So which one do we want here? Naval speed, probably not that good. Siege weapon effectiveness could be fun. A nice march or Parthian tactics. We'll go for that one. Okay, who are the two powerful vessels? Okay, moderately good. Well, okay stewardship and okay learning. Neither of whom are actually good enough to be on the council. So, Spymaster, are you... Okay, so I think I will swap my Chancellor for my Spymaster. My Chancellor... not really good at anything, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, okay, I think we'll just swap these two back. And then just manage that way. Okay, yep, I thought so. Adelia is trying to seduce us. No, the world shall know of her perverted nature. Okay, so one small issue is we don't actually own or control these territories. Count Rodrigo has become our friend. So obviously we only own that territory and this one, and I don't think either of them... Yeah, Castilian culture. Whereas this one is obviously Andalusian. So let me just have a look at that. Convert to local culture. 500, yeah. We will acknowledge where we are. So converted from Italian to Andalusian. So hopefully that should bring opinions up at least a little bit. And we have gone from an interloper to involved now. Which means... Any really interesting things for us? Unlock the claim liege interaction for powerful vassals. Unlocked the claim throne scheme for powerful vassals against evolved rulers. Obviously purchase truces, study the art of scheming, max hostile schemes +1. So it does leave us some definite and interesting options and opportunities if we so wanted to take advantage of them. Join the peasant uprising. This is our brother who's in Italy, so we're going to say yes and just ignore it. Because of course we are. Because of course we are. That's the kind of ruler we are. Ooh. Galicia and Asturias have split apart, defending against Duke Melindu Ariases of Galicia in the war for Garcia's claim on the Kingdom of Galicia. Interesting, interesting. So this is for... Okay, so this is for your son. Right, someone wants to put your son on the throne ahead of you. That is interesting to note. Very interesting indeed. Let's just see how our son is coming out. Ooh. Ambitious, wrathful, obviously still rowdy, aspiring blade master, and has successfully converted to Mozarabic and is Andalusian culture because we converted. So when we finish with our ruler here, who is content, and we start playing as his son, who is ambitious, well, we're definitely going to be able to have another opportunity to start picking apart various territories. And of course, because we have changed to Andalusian culture, we have actually had some of our children change slightly in appearances. So we've got our two daughters here seem to have new hairstyles. Okay, and Italian, Volga, and Arabic languages known. You're 5 years old and curious. So we need you to have a diplomatic education, and we want someone who has 2 stars isn't the best. Convert faith to... Oh no, we don't want to do that. We want to keep Mozarabism hopefully in the family. So you already have a guardian. Okay, that would be why we are not converting you, because your guardian is not. Here, educate child a curious, which is learning. So once again, yep, same person. And let's see. Who do we have? Not overly anyone particularly new or interesting, so we'll leave that once again. Move that one. Titles can be created. We don't care about the kingdom or the duchy of Navarra. We just want the Kingdom of Castillo. We'll do that in a moment. Ah, here we go. So this is the event. So here, yeah. So the finest cheese in all the realm. So we'll lose 15 gold and lose 24 stress because we are gluttonous. Yeah, we'll just do that one. Undisciplined recruits. So Count Yakib has 8 martial and 3 prowess versus our 26 and 16. So we can teach him what I know about command. And yes, martial increased by 1. So a small amount, but still it's an improvement over what he did have. Ooh. Oh dear, my nephew Abbas and my nephew Ereprando. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, our brother's peasant uprising isn't going too well. Okay, so we could gain respected expert and gain +2 prowess because we are just learning the sword. Or we could change up and try another weapon. 70% chance, we gain 75 prestige and 100 martial lifestyle experience. 30% we gain wounded, but we do gain 50. Yeah, let's do that, and we show them how it's done. Okay, and this is someone's sudden interest in us. So form a friendship. Why can he not leave me in peace, or I never want to see his face again? So we would gain 21 stress for gaining a friendship. For a reason I'm not 100% clear on, but yeah, sure, why not? It. won't hurt to make sure we are just friendly with the King of Galicia after all. Okay, Peasant Uprising 1. Okay. Gascoignian ducal conquest of the county of Vizcaya. You are a weak ruler and do not deserve the lands you possess. They've got 4,000 troops and 1 alliance. Okay, but we'll pause. Rally our troops. So what is being fought for here? Okay, Vizcaya up in the north. Right, gotcha. So we can call on a house member. So 385. I don't think we will do. And our ally, where you are in in Gascoigne. Unfortunately, we cannot call you to war because we cannot call you as an ally against your liege or your vassals. So we can't do that. What we can do, mercenaries. We could hire 700-ish mercs for 50 gold. So if we do get desperate, we do have an option. And we probably, speaking of military prowess, we probably want to add another rally point, just so we actually have all of that. So raise all here. And let's just wait a moment while we gather up the troops. Because, oh my goodness, that is not necessarily what we wanted to do right at the start. So the Duke of Gascoigne, okay, so it is pretty much the entire territory. And they apparently have 3,200 troops compared to our 1,800. So actually, I might... Right. So who can we get? Who is going to be the best option? So probably one that has at least 2 different types. Hello, why, Jessie May? Yep, I am doing fine. So it does say on yours that you are or listening. Let me just have a look at that badge because that is new. Watching without audio. So if that is true, then hopefully the closed captioning is working. If it's not true, then obviously I'll just keep on speaking as usual. So Diamondson, does anyone know what to do when your vassal is becoming stronger than you? Panic, wait for them to revolt, and make sure you have revoke titles as an option. Ah yes, I was going to look at that emote last time. Okay, Twitch global emote, right. I was just looking at that because it looked very, very, very similar to a character from Neo The World Ends With You, and I was wondering if that was actually a reference to it, but no, it doesn't look like it. Toxicite adds in, partially cry, hopefully have an alliance with someone stronger than you to help. Ah yes, and probably have some money for mercenaries as well. So, oh, it's your son as half of France. Oh, that might be a problem. Is this the son that's going to inherit everything, or a second or third son that's going to mess everything up? If it's the first son, I'd be tempted to suggest suicide. Please don't clip that and take it out of context. Please do not clip that and take it out of context. Okay, your third son. Okay, so, yeah. If that's the case, then I would honestly do what I said above. I said do not clip it and take it out of context. Do not clip that and take it out of context. So yeah, obviously make sure you have some money on hand for mercenaries. And if you can, see if you can get the revoke title option. when he inevitably revolts. So, what do we have here? So, armored footmen and light footmen. I'm asking for it to be clipped. I know, I know. Okay, I think I will hire you, actually, for 3 years. And then I'll send you through the same section as well. Yeah, the main thing I'm saying is please do not take it out of context. Because I know what some things can be like. It can be very much taken completely in the wrong way. Okay, so this should give us about the same amount of troops as the person that we are warring against. Oh, yep. Okay, so it says that this should be even. So we have a higher quality and more men-at-arms to counter it. And their negatives are that we are defending in mountains and we have also some defensive buildings. Oh dear. Oh no. King Yves the Hawk of Aquitaine joined. Oh no. Thankfully you don't actually seem to have that many troops. So with the mercenaries we've hired, we should be okay. And we should be able to also bring in the mercenaries to reinforce soon on this battle. Let's just have a look to see how this is going. Yep, losing lowered morale. We are. I was going to say we are rolling slightly better numbers. Oh, there we go. And that should, yes, there we go. That's more like it. So, and obviously we can see here that so the opponent's bowmen are countering our light footmen, but they themselves are being countered by our light horsemen. So you can see that just with the white thing that they are countering, but also countered. They are countering, but also either being countered or fighting in bad terrain. And then the red ones are being countered, so dealing 19% damage, fighting in bad terrain, and dealing 19% damage due to being countered. And obviously heavy infantry is no positive or negative impacts. And then dealing 95% damage. There we go, victory! And we captured 2 people as well. Neither of those are worth any war score, so we can potentially ransom those out in a moment. Oh dear, we've had 2 people in prison for 14 years. Oops! So we could get a maximum of 50 gold for you, and we can get a maximum of 50 gold from you. So we'll ransom one of you out to get that bit of money. There we go. And then the other one, we will just wait for the, I think it was a bishop, wasn't it? Or, okay, a count. You're just dressed in very, very fancy clothing. Oh, interesting. So unyielding defender, folder, peasant leader, one-eyed, and brutally mauled. Ouch. That is slightly painful. Okay, and this says we will probably lose. Obviously, there's more soldiers there. Oh. Yes. Yes, we are losing. We are most definitely losing that. Thankfully, we've got more money, so we can hire more mercenaries. Unfortunately, they are going to run all the way back to our capital. So who else could we potentially buy? Which I know is a really bad thing. So obviously we want to stay away from any horses, because those are not really going to be useful in our hilly terrain. So what is the best one that is not a bunch of Unyielding defender, open terrain expert, not really. Into soldier, not really. What do we have here? Organizer and military engineer. That could be good, though. That is 210 gold. And this one obviously needs to reinforce. They're not potentially going to be able to get that one. And that one has already been hired, so that's not good. Do you have supply or logistician? So supply limit. Ooh. And this is rough terrain expert. Hills, mountains, and wetlands. Oh, it's 231 gold, but for 3 years. But yes, I think we are going to need that. You apparently are going to be in house arrest for absolutely ages, simply because you're going to take ages to actually get that money up. So, okay, well, we'll sign you as a spy master. And okay, you're not quite good enough to be. Okay, is our steward good at anything else? No, he is not. Oh, thank you for feeding the dragon toxicite. Unorganized in March. And then we could potentially get hit and run as the next one. And that will take us 23 months. So hopefully it's not going to take us that long, because that would mean that the mercenaries that we've just, or the first batch of mercenaries that we hired will take a while. Okay, apparently we don't actually have that's open terrain expert, isn't it? Yes. Okay, apparently we are already commanding an army. So aggressive attack and holy warrior, cautious leader. So we do have the rough terrain expert in here somewhere, commanding the 1595. Okay. So then I think if we will put you in that one. And then change us out. Yep, change us out for Captain Gomez. So 17 prowess, but hopefully good enough. Okay, let's see if we can. What is the terrain here? It is hills. And you do have siege weapons. We may have to try and risk it. Okay, they're being chased out. So we'll actually head back in to Navarra and see if we can. I don't think that's going to work. Nope. Okay, we cannot change our path. We've got our movement locked. We have hit there first, though. We have hit there first. And nope, we are losing. Well, that was all good. That was all worth all of that money. Diamondson, fighting a war in France, your vassal takes half of Scotland. Oof. Was that territory you actually owned in Scotland, or is that actually new stuff? Okay, and unfortunately, our vassal Mayor Jafar has been wounded in that battle. There's not going to be anything we can do. And we've lost all of that once again. And we are heading all the way back. All the way back. Okay. Let's see if we can go up here somewhere. So we are still slightly winning the war because we have the goal, or the war goal, still unoccupied and under our control. Hopefully. Oh, one moment, posture check. Thank you, Jazzy May. I was hunching over a little bit, I will admit that. So the name generator redeem, what does it do? It basically means that the next opportunity we have to name someone, you can pop your or redeem your points in chat for that and have either your own name or a chosen name put into the game. So it may not happen for a while, but for instance, it would be, say, like if we had another child born and you'd redeemed that, then we would have our child here named Benedict or another name. Or we could do it another way and we could potentially rename children. Yes, we can rename children. And yeah, it'd be when it happens, preferably, because otherwise I'll forget. Because otherwise I will probably see the redeem and then forget about it. Ooh, okay, you are heading off somewhere. Okay, into the water for some reason, just to come back out here. Well, that's lost you a load of money. I'm not quite sure why you'd want to do that. Not 100% sure why you'd want to do that. Oh, we can call you into war now. There we go. And this is our rival. I have no idea how he became our rival, but he is now dead and we've lost a bit of stress because of it. Yeah, so wait. Yeah, so best to wait for the opportunity rather than trying to get me to remember. And Diamondson, like, now he's bullying England. Well, England can always take a bit of bullying. Speaking as someone from England. Okay, some mountains and mountains, though the supply limit split you in half then. Then one of you over here and one of you over here. And then we can hopefully recombine and come back over here and unsiege all of this territory. Yeah, we need stern bullying. Oh, stern bullying. Though I presume if this vassal has taken half of Scotland and is now bullying England, I presume it's more kind of up where you live, fanatic. Oh, so because of our high martial skill, we have this option where we can employ both strategies that our vassals slash knights are proposing. So yes, I keep on saying this, but when we are role-playing, we will take options and opportunities where they are defined by our ability or defined by the fact that we can choose them because we have a higher ability or a certain trait. Okay, and our son has come of age. Ooh. Okay, so level 2 education. So tough soldier and unyielding defender traits. And his last trait he picked up was impatient. So, oh my goodness. Ambitious, wrathful, and impatient. He is going to be a handful, let me just say. A mercenary contract is expiring. 114 gold for 3 more years. We're not going to be able to afford that. And then 2 can get married. There we go. Excellent. And just keep our fingers crossed that we are not going to get any inbred children. Because I don't think, Fanatic, you want to redeem a name and have a horribly inbred child. Okay, so Andalusians. my subjects have started to act differently, so we can build a new, stronger identity. So we can adopt a newly emerged divergent culture, or we can gain 20 dread. With a new ethos and some traditions replaced. Yes, there we go. Oh, so our Keeler culture. So the Keeler Andalusians seem to be developing a growing appetite for verbose laws, long chronicles, and labyrinthine charters, taking comfort in a society run by ever-expanding formal practices. So we are the culture head for that one. So, Andalusian. So what did we change? So we've still got expert artisans. Oh, that was the wrong thing. So expert artisans. Ritualized friendship. Yep, which is still the same. Tabletop warriors, which is again the same. Ritualized friendship. So we've dropped malleable subjects. So unfortunately we've lost the reduced mercenary hire cost. And we've gone in for only the strong. Knights must have at least 12 prowess. Blade master traits have additional bonuses. And the martial education traits also grant prowess. Men at arms recruitment cost plus 25%. But we do get an additional 2 knights, and knight effectiveness is doubled. And unfortunately, levy size is reduced, but we place a strong emphasis on having a few well-trained warriors. If you're not the best of the best, you're not welcome to serve. And Visigothic codes. So this was new one. Can enact the high partition succession law. Can enact... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Can enact the equal gender law. Wait. We need to have a look at this. We need to have a look at this. Okay, succession. Confederate partition. Oh my goodness. High partition. So why do we not have that? We need limited crown authority. We need limited crown authority and for you to like us a bit better. But then... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay. Let me just have a look. So yes, I think normally for the equal we would need a... Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. So a quick comment. This save game does have one mod attached to it, and that is a mod to basically just show the... Where is it? The quality level of these artifacts. Do people want me to make a save right here, put it up on the Discord, and allow people to take it and go and play and run with it and see what happens for them? Because as Toxicite said, the world has just opened up to various ways to break the kingdom. Yes, we have. Oh my goodness. So, this does mean that that if we want to reform that old religion, we are going to need to be Basque culture. So we are going to have to unfortunately drop this one if we want to do it. But the fact that this has given us Visigothic codes is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And of course, innovations, oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to stop saying oh my goodness. But oh wow, we need so many things now. We need so many things. We need to research so many things because we are going to need to spread our culture far and wide now. So which one is it? Promote cultural acceptance. No, that's promote culture. Okay, so this will take 6 years, 7 years. Struggle phase malice, yeah, okay. So I think we will honestly just go through. I see many learning focuses in your future. Yes, maybe, maybe. So I think actually I will take a save here. So this was the owl. Oh wait, it's right there. The Alkila culture. So actually I will just leave that. So we will save that. And I think I will put it up on the Discord for people, just in case anyone wants to grab the save game and have a play with it, because this could be game changing, quite literally game changing. Okay, so are you any good? You are decent, flexible leader. So yes, you can stay, but your friends must go. Okay, though unfortunately you only have 3 prowess. So no, you cannot become a knight even if we wanted you to make one. Okay, and we're going to have to break off this siege and send you across. Oh, actually, no. Maybe not, because they've just retreated. They have just retreated. So yeah, let's merge you up and then take you out over here. So apparently we will probably win. Better army commander, better owner is slightly in debt, more soldiers and more men at arms to counter. So yes, going into the sea simply because they could must have cost them a lot of money. Okay, horses are fighting in bad terrain and being countered due to the opponent's pikemen. So, well, that battle has been won. Let's just make sure we've got that one selected and we can go and de-siege our territory. Okay, do we have anyone in prison who is actually worth any war score? We do not. Do we have anyone who is... Okay, 11 gold. Okay, we could probably negotiate your release. You're not really worth anything. And you are not worth anything either, so we might as well just negotiate your release. Yeah. Might as well just negotiate all of you, and 13 gold. Probably not going to be worth much or worthwhile. Yep, victories and contract will expire in 3 months. Oh, I was going to say hopefully we'll actually be able to enforce demands anyway. Pays 197 gold to us. So that pretty much pays for all of the mercenaries that we hired. And then once again, we will just stay where we are and just sit pretty. Ransom. Yeah, okay, sure, fine. I don't really want you in taking up room in my prison anyway. Ooh, are you 3 independent areas here then? Oh, well, 1 independent. Nope, genuinely 3 independent sections. Or 2 actually, because I think one person owns both of those and one person owns that one. Oh, our brother died. Oh, okay, so gout-ridden and possessed, died from a seizure. And okay, so you still only had 1 child. And that's the one that we betrothed to our son. Okay, so our horse is just randomly freaking out, but we've managed to calm her down. And we gain 100 lifestyle experience, and we also gain experienced rider trait. for 10 years. Okay. Because I think, honestly, we need royal prerogative. Needs to be our first one. So I've never actually had... Oh, okay. Oh, right. That would explain why we just basically had nothing. Okay, so we've got Plenary Assemblies. Actually, we'll reinforce on that one for 11 years. Versus if we were to take it off 18 years. But then we can get currency in 3 years. Let's do that. So that would be why there was nothing here, because we do have access to early medieval. But this would actually explain why it was so blank. I would actually explain why it was so blank. No, not living off the land, at least not yet. That will be our next one. Okay, so I know there was an option. But to this, we need 278 more piety. Understand you're deepening your grasp on warfare. So, high martial skill will teach you his military engineer skill, which is siege phase time. And I presume a higher martial skill, meaning our martial skill. Let's go for it. Let's just hope that that turns out something good. We are almost halfway to compromise. And yep, despite changing our culture, we are still involved because we are still considered a local culture to this area. So what else did we need to do? Increase control in a county. Invite to a feast. Just checking you're not a cannibal. Nope, you are not good. Anyway, 2 years, 8 months. Yeah, 8 months there. And then we will just do the snowball effect once again. So how is that thing you had with trying to find a buyer for the house? Okay, so basically we had the place on the market for admittedly probably a bit more than it's was technically worth it. So someone came in, offered us a really low thing, like 40,000 below what we'd had it for. We managed to barter it back up a little bit, and they went, okay, yep, sure, right, we'll do that. We'll send the paperwork through the solicitors, and you'll get it on like the beginning of the week. About 3 weeks later, they come back and say, it's like, actually, yeah, we've changed our minds. So property goes back on the market with a price reduction to obviously get a few people interested. We've had 3 viewings, one of which was, one of which was a little bit earlier, and one of them actually came back and said, like, okay, yep, we want to buy your place. We're going to pay exactly what it's listed at. So now we have to try and find a house again. So now we actually have to try and find a place and view them. The good news is I've got 20 houses on our long list and about 5 on our short list. So we're just going to have to see how things go. And the house that has a really ridiculously huge garden for the UK anyway is still on the market, still a little bit above our budget, but I think I will see if we can still try and visit it and at least see what it's like. And yeah, it's what I was pretty much saying to my husband was that, yeah, okay, the first offer fell through, But it's not like we're sitting here for weeks on end waiting and waiting for viewers. We are getting a load of people coming in because we are very well placed for what you would essentially call the young professional. So people who like work in an office don't really have children yet, or they have young children, so they don't necessarily need too much space. So it's a good kind of first time buyer place / young professional. So it should have some decent interest. Okay, so 72% chance we prove that we've learned stuff in the Martial Challenge. And yes, there we go. We've learned military engineer. Nice, nice. Okay, we'll ransom you for 34 gold. Try and get back the money for the kingdom once again. But yeah, we are kind of going back and forth a little bit, but we're getting viewings, we're getting people who seem to be at least interested enough to see the place. And we have multiple areas and options for where we want to move to. Okay, so 16 prowess, yes. I could use more people like you, and you immediately become one of our knights. Seeing as we basically... Oh, hang on. What was that? Blunder results in claim. Unpressed claim on the County of Leon. Ooh. That is part of Galicia. Oh my goodness. What kind of things is... Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so things are going very badly for you. Things are going very, very badly for you. And they're going to keep going bad. My claims, County of Leon, cost us 13 prestige. Okay, so I know I said we weren't going to declare wars because our character is content with getting an unpressed claim just randomly. Yes, gobble, gobble, gobble. It's a shame we're not playing in Turkey because I could make a pun based on that. Hey, you've joined the war, but you've immediately been imprisoned by someone. Okay, so reclaim Relics War. So I have no idea what kind of relics. But hey, that's given us an opportunity. Oh, I am content with life. I don't think I want anything. Yet I feel so compelled by the will of God to push this claim that just fell into my lap. Yes. Okay, who is this? Okay, my wife. My wife comes to me in the dark of night, feverish and pale. I have had dreams, she says, where I find myself in a field of death. Our cities were razed, our church... that's not the right raised. You want R-A-Z-E-D, as in burnt to the ground. Our church towers toppled, our people trampled in a mire of their own blood. The relic of our saints were cast into a raging fire. It is no ordinary sickness that ails me, or assails me. I fear my dreams are true. These things might come to pass. Please do not let them. You must save Iberia. Okay, so we can imprison our wife on suspicions of witchcraft. So she's already gained foreboding visions of the future, so stress gain plus 25%. We can say, pull yourself together, God is testing your faith. 57% chance she gains 30 opinion of us, 42% chance loses 20 opinion and her condition may get worse. We can ask her to tell me more of your visions. Grows closer to forming an intimate relationship. Her condition might improve, but we get frightened by portents. My character just looks so done with her. Yes. Yes, he does. So we would gain an additional stress gain. Or we could say, leave me be, I'm planning my next conquest. Oh, goodness. I think we'll say, pull yourself together. And we comforted her. Good, good, good. So she's actually lost that illness now. Though she does still have this for 10 more years. Hopefully she's not going to gain much more stress. Okay, and we've discovered the fascination of currency. So what can we go for now? So Mott's will be in 89 years. And we can do that to select it's our current fascination for 14 years and Plenary Assemblies in 17 years. Okay, yes. I think we will do that so we can get 2 done. Oh, spouse is a patron of theologians. We gained 100 piety. Speaking of that, conversion, missing 148. So we're getting closer. We're getting slightly closer. Okay, and our daughter has come of age. Is her, yep, betrothed to spouse. Oh, that's cute. You think you're gonna siege me with 400 troops? You think you're gonna siege me with 400 troops? That's cute. That's cute. See, what else could we siege down? Barony of Monterey. Don't need to call allies to war. We can ransom some prisoners. Let's just see. None. Okay, we don't have anyone that is worth anything. So ransom up to 4 characters from our dungeons. $473 gold. And you are... That sounds like an interesting culture. Formed from Frankish and Lombard in the year 800. Highland warriors to be established in 8 years. So, yep, we will just let you free. We'll let you go free. Okay, we don't actually... So fort level is too high. Add more men-at-arms to finish the siege faster. Well, we'll be able to do that soon enough anyway. Okay, Fanadict. Fanadict, this is your time. So this is indeed our player heir, son and knight, and our niece have just had a son. So, drum roll, please. Yes, it is indeed your time, Fanadict, if you're still around. So, we have a genius and a genius with the pretty trait. So, do we have good or bad genetic traits passed down? Hello, Tim. How are you doing today? Look at that. Okay, so admittedly, only the level 1 beauty trait, but he also has Heyo. He also has Heyo. That is brilliant. Okay. Okay, there we go. Just got to make sure. Yeah, I was dragging big freaking stones from the outside to our yard. Any particular reason, i.e. you needed to clear them out, slash rearranging them through the grass, mounds of the road and the fence? Oof. That sounds like it would have been tricky, yes. Okay, so we do have a bit of attrition there, so that's going to be 4 months. Band of Lost Birds. Your mum thought they'd make a great decorative addition to your garden. Have they? I mean, have they genuinely? Or has it just been a quite literal back-breaking task? Okay, a mercenary... Oh, a mercenary group. So mercenary acquaintances... force them out of the city. Gained local garrison using elite tactics for 5 years. So you don't know, but they are so fucking heavy. Okay. So unfortunately they've de-sieged that bit, but we've re-sieged a tiny territory here. So we'll just go back, win decisively. So we'll be able to go back, defeat this army, re-siege it, and then we will be able to be in the clear. And just in time for us to actually have enough money to make the Kingdom of Castillo. Oh, and our daughter has had a son, also Ulian. So yeah, anyway, they're not going anywhere. I expect not, with how heavy you're saying that they are. I'd expect not. Okay, so intelligent and robust with intelligent means intelligent and hail. Okay, anyone good? We can get you potentially betrothed to, not particularly. We have someone, a 2-year-old here, so let's actually just do that one. And then this son, let's see. We do have a 5-year-old with the Amazonian trait. I think we'll actually, I'll pin her just to keep an eye on her. And then we can just make sure we get a few good negotiations on the table for a future spouse. And you've come of age as well. Are you? Yep, you are old enough to get married. There we go. Good. So sometimes I do wish that the oh, there we go, 100% enforced demands. So be it. So there we go. The county of Leon is now ours as well. So disband all of our armies. Probably move this rally point to up here. Just so we have one in this corner, one in that corner, and then obviously one up here so we can go around the mountains if we do need to do so. So who do we have in our prison? Anyone worth anything? So for 10 gold and for a favour. You know what, we'll just honestly release you because you are Mozarabic and Andalusian. We'll ransom you for 10 gold. And then what else can we do? So increase control will complete in 12 months. Yep. Put that down there. And what can we do here? Okay, so you've only got a skill 14. So while we could get a claim on the duchy, we would also get potentially vassal opinion loss, loss of piety, and an upset target. So I don't think we will do that. However, what I will do, create the Kingdom of Castillo. So we now have a royal court. So give me a moment because I feel like I'm going to sneeze and I probably need to just get a quick bit to eat. Okay, that should be good enough. Right. So, the Castella Courts. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you very much. So I grabbed myself a kind of moussey, yogurty thing. Got a bit of chocolate as well. My usual energy snacks. So as king, you have new duties and responsibilities. Yep, let them see their new king. Let's actually not hold court just yet, because we do have a couple of court artifacts, including an illustrious wall ornament, the Holy Banner of Muhammad, which will increase our court grandeur by 3. And then over here we can have our dynasty banner and our house banners. So there we go. So our default baseline is 5. We are a warlike court at the moment. I think we'll probably actually change to an administrative court type, and court language is Basque. So after adopting a new court language, you cannot adopt another for 5 years. And court grandeur baseline gained if you have Basque as your court language, plus 0.18. And let's go back in here and just look around again. So we're gaining 4.8 gold a month. Domain, vassal, taxes, and church holdings. Court amenities is 0. So we are probably okay just to sit where we are for the moment. But anyway, let's just hold court and see what people have to say. So, alright, so an envoy from a provincial city. My cousin has come to protest the abuse her city has been suffering. They occupy and repossess our arable land by force and threaten the landowners with spiritual damnation and material violence to make them sell their belongings. So we can say our bishop is within his rights. So Mayor Zara loses 40 opinion, we gain 100 piety. We can say he is not above the law. Oh, yes, that's probably a good one, actually. Yes, we'll do that one. And seriously, they need to seriously dial down the amount of times this one comes up, though. So we 15% chance of our physician gaining the... Yeah, we'll just tell her to cut it off. Okay, so seeks to advance his claim to County of Burgos. Malice is not a crime in itself. Yeah, let's just do that one, because honestly, I don't really care who owns the land so long as it actually remains in my control. Okay, so I'll take a moment to have a bit more to eat and then I'll look at this one. Okay. Okay. With the recent creation of the Kingdom of Castillo, King Frella of Leon can no longer be said to be truly ruling a united Asturias. Without the balancing force of my lands in the east, the former Asturias is really little more than the Kingdom of Leon. Peasantry, clergy, and even nobles alike have all begun referring to it as such, much to my chagrin. So power is back where it always should have been. So got Kingdom of Leon, something was destroyed. Kingdom of Leon becomes de jure liege of Duchy of Asturias. Kingdom of Leon becomes de jure liege of Duchy of Leon. Today Castillo, tomorrow Leon. You grow closer to forming a rivalry. Or we may be divided in rule, but we are united in blood. So we are minus 40 with him. So I'm not quite sure what got destroyed, because it's not actually telling us. But we will say today Castillo, tomorrow Leon. Okay, yep. And yeah, Toxicite, I've noticed a lot of the court events just sort of happen very frequently to the point you just put your mouse over your choice and look for green numbers. Yes, unfortunately. So the grave robbing one, I very much just look for the knock it off option. Jeez. What is happening here? We get an unpressed claim again. God wills me to take that land. This is an opportunity that is just falling into my lap. Suppers, and then we are 1 point off getting strategist. So how are you doing? Doing absolutely fine. We should probably find you someone vaguely decent. Just to get some genes in the family tree. There is a 19-year-old here. Or Amazonian. Yes, I think we will do that. And then find you someone who might be decent. Oh, another one who's got Amazonian. Anyone better? No. Well, that 6-year-old it is then. Then that proposal. For you. Probably going to be tempting to marry you off to someone who has like the pretty trait like here. May as well just make the headcanon if he's just so content, and when something comes to his lap, he just shrugs and goes, well, guess I'm conquering again. That, or he obviously gets a like one of his advisors or counsel obviously talks him into doing so. Game of chess, we will accept that. Okay, a special mace. Yes, fetch my coin purse, we will get a mace. Okay, so martial counted by intrigue. Intrigue is counted by learning. And learning is counted by martial. So I think we're okay. Oh yes, an advisor. A very greenish hair Anglo-Saxon possibly advisor. Yeah, yeah. Sounds about right. I guess also there's an option for it's kind of like the unpressed claims is very much kind of someone trying to get some claims on territory, and obviously it's like, yeah, if a blunder happens and someone else gets a claim on it, I'm kind of reading it as it's like, oh, this document here that we can trace your family lineage, it actually goes back and it says that you have a claim to this land. And I think he's probably content enough to go, so he's content enough to take such territory, but he's not ambitious enough to go and actively go for it, if that makes sense. This man seems to counter every stratagem I employ. Okay, so yes, innocent whistling. And there we go, we win. And there's another betrothal acceptance. Whatever mental gymnastics works. Yes, I'm saying that and I am sticking to it. We are not sending our Chancellor out to deliberately fabricate claims. It's just that if we happen to have some claims land in our laps, we are going to take advantage of them. Okay, so when is our truce up? Can I see that? Probably yes. Maybe? I don't know. Oh. Okay, you died of illness. Oh, died in childbirth. Oh. And we didn't even get a child out of it. That's a shame. Died in childbirth and we didn't even get a child out of it. Pardon me while I open a couple of packets of things. Okay, control. This control has finished. Thought I just heard something there. That sucks. Yes, it can. So I have had that scene from the spouse's point of view, and it's basically obviously you kind of pacing outside the birth room, and it's like obviously hearing your wife going through labor, and then suddenly just everything goes silent. Then you have the midwife come out and say, it's like, essentially, yes, your wife didn't make it and the child was stillborn, so yeah, not overly that good. Okay, so we did betroth you to our son in the end. You do have a sibling that does not have any noticeable genetic traits. Okay, and we have this mace, which gives us +6 prowess. So we've got quite a decent collection of things here. We do have some stuff that is... oh, okay, the aged cheese only lasts for a small amount of years. Okay, that apparently only lasts a small amount of years. And obviously we don't have too much... what did you come back to? Well, you missed 2 children's being born, Fanatic. And then also our daughter died in childbirth as well, so a rather unfortunate thing. A feline hunter. Yes, we will get a feline companion. And I have learned from my previous 3 mistakes that is a feline companion, not a female companion. But yeah, so we've got a couple of kids that you could potentially name if you wanted to redeem some points for an addict, or actually anyone else for that matter. I think we can actually rename regardless of how old... Okay, no. Looks like they must still be children. So 15 years old, yeah. Okay, so we can rename children so long as they are under 16 years old. Over that, we cannot. Okay, so I just need to reconfigure and remember what we are. Okay, yep, fanatic, sure. So let me just get that up, and this is our eldest son's eldest son. So we will rename you Benedict. There we go. A much better name. So you are now in the game as Fanatic Ramlid. Jazzy May, that's a cool reward. Yeah, I've seen it on like a few other people's things. Obviously, depending on the game, it may not necessarily get used that often. Say, City Skylines, then obviously there's a potential option to name a district after someone, but it's not as... you know, it's not going to happen quite as often as, say, Crusader Kings 3, where we've got a fair few dynasty members going around and a fair few births and deaths happening. Fanatic, now watch him die straight away. Yes, especially seeing as he is very good in terms of genetic traits this early on in the game as well. Just have to stop playing Pokemon or Digimon and name us after critters. Maybe. Okay, so cat name. So we have a grey male cat. I think I honestly just name him Mittens. So actually one of the things that I was thinking about doing was that whenever I get around to playing XCOM, I was gonna start naming all of the squad members after regular chatters, and obviously having the option for other people to come in and redeem some channel points to get their name in the game, which is going to really, really be terrible when people start dying. Okay, and this is our third daughter, has had a child. And she is unfortunately just quick and hale. But there's still 2 genetic traits, so let's see matrilineal and aside from our grandson, see if there's any particularly good. Let's see if we can get the beautiful trait in and marry you together. Toxic, that also works. I for one would love to be destroyed by an alien. Yes, that is always an interesting thing. No, I think we will decline that. And yeah, this is why I keep on saying that because we've got a decent dynasty going, we have 5 children. Admittedly, one of them has just died, but we're getting obviously marriages into the family. We've got them of age to marry and start having children. So, ooh. Okay, thankfully not quite as good as your older brother, but we will still see. Might as well get the hail trait in there. May you grow strong and wise. So we do need 200 more renown to unlock the next tier of the I can never remember what it's called. The Dynasty Legacy. And of course we can see we have 31 living members. So, you know, not actually bad from the fact that we started as just basically pretty much just a nobody in the system. Not bad. And obviously we can expand up here. Yeah, we've not been doing too bad, and there's not been too much inbreeding as of yet. And there's our second and disinherited son, coming of age. Of course, he lost a whole bunch of piety somewhere. Yeah, we need 723. Oh, my wife has fallen ill with typhus. So we can say the time has come for drastic measures. We will gain 21 stress because we are content. Or we can say the choice is up to my wife. So typhus. Camp fever plagued by rashes, fever and coughs. And we can see here it gives a critical penalty to health as she is near death. So that is not good. And I think I will say the choice is up to my wife. Reduce disease symptoms. Okay, so we did get a good outcome on that one. And when can we declare war on you? So I want to see when the truce is. Your primary heir is the King of Leon. Okay. Okay, we've only got 6 more months to wait. That will be fine. And our wife has recovered from typhus. Fantastic news. Once again, just checking you're not a cannibal, and we will accept. Okay, I'm just checking that you're not a cannibal either. Just because of the way you were looking at me, I was a little bit suspicious. Ah, there we go. So, acknowledged King Ruela's claim to the county of Avila. So, this is basically what's been happening to us in terms of getting those random unpressed claims, but obviously the inverse. So, in an effort to improve my relations with neighbours, my chancellor has officially acknowledged King Cruella's claim to the county. What if he just thought of you as a snack about to confess they love you? Not kind of the type of snack I'm really thinking about. Not overly the kind of snack I'm thinking about. Okay, so this was King of Leon. So your military strength is inferior to us, so unless something majorly happens, we should be okay. Fingers crossed. Okay, so what do we want here? Okay, we want to go down a man's home and enduring hardships. Because that will be the best one. Actually, let's have a look. Mercenaries. So, oh my goodness, yeah, 168 gold for the cheapest one. This is why being Mozarabic is such a boon, because it reduces the cost of getting the mercenary companies by just so much. And I'll sign a son and player heir to Marshall, because he is the best option. And yes, we'll compensate you for 50 gold. It's a ridiculous amount for a cat scratching up a couple of things, but who am I to argue? Okay, so this is our cousin, has declared that her time has come to an end. County of Benevente. Let's see. Okay, that is in Leon. No, may your journey be swift. Though, that has made me realise that we do have a cousin who has claims on the Kingdom of Leon. So unfortunately, because we are also a king, that would mean that they are they would become an independent ruler, so we'd essentially just swap who's ruling for someone else rather than necessarily bring it under our control. So we don't want to do that. Definitely do not want to do that. So, let me just have a look. How good is our spouse at learning? 9. Let's see if patronage will increase 2.4. That's actually increased our piety gain by 20%. And yep, there we go. There's another cousin heading off to who knows where because we are not able to press his claim. Or not willing to anyway, I should say. And yeah, ever since I saw a video where one person had their character killed and eaten at a feast, I'm always nervous. And I always check. I'm always nervous and I always check that the person inviting me to the feast is not a cannibal. But think of the story. No! No. Okay, admittedly, our son is more than capable of ruling the area, but I'd rather not deliberately kill myself. You know, I would rather not deliberately kill myself. Well, You're sickly, that is unfortunate. Is anyone else decent? Nope, not at all, not at all. I suppose I have to read that, don't I? So, Toxicite. Now I just want a kingdom of cannibals. The parties would be killer, I bet. Don't ban me. I can change. This is why I had me reading out dad jokes and puns as a goal for my anniversary stream, because I'm sure you could feel the frustration coming off of me having to read that. I'm sure you can feel the frustration coming off me. Okay, so we did get some additional taxes, 85 gold, and a random cousin has been taken prisoner. I don't really care about that one. Okay. But yeah, speaking about the anniversary stream, I did realise that the goals were probably a bit too high. So I'm actually going to, next time I do one, which will be, I don't know when, but next time I do one, I'm going to be changing it so that it's the equivalent of $1 equals 1 point. So we'll also have like a tier 1 subscription will be worth 5 points, so that will be whatever the 5 points unlock is, and hopefully that will be more progressive for people. Okay, after winning another game of chess against myself, I can't help but think that perhaps my towering intellect could improve this game somewhat. I suppose you do have a 23 learning, base of 8. Okay, so we can say the king is clearly too weak, we gain 150 prestige. Or we can say the bishop should be stronger. So respected clergy in chess for 10 years. Yeah, we'll do that one. And there we go, our kitty's catching rats for us. Our kitty's being a good kitty. So how much more do we need here? 96. Okay, we may be able to actually convert back to this faith and stop feeling so much like a foreign power. Yep, we'll show you in. We'll spend, or he spends a bit of prestige and we can go. It's like, yes, it's like, I appreciate your efforts. Increase control in county, we'll send you over there, and promote culture. It will complete in 6 years, so it will take a decent amount of time. There we go, unlock a man's home, and the wrath of heaven. My son and heir Goffredo's face is distorted with fear when I visit the barracks. Okay, that is trying to help him and raises an eyebrow when he sees me. Another spelling error there. Will you at least tell your lord what happened? Goffredo lifts his head immediately. My lord, what I saw was not meant to be seen. Figures were throwing stones made of black powder from the battlements. They lit on fire and thundered as they hit their enemies. They cut a man in two. Dat nods with interest. Perhaps if we could have that power. Ooh. Lightning stones, defender advantage +5. And obviously because we are brave, we gain 20 stress if we do the, who knows what dangers this could entail. What on earth are those lightning stones that they're talking about then? So inspiration, very competent. So how much would this cost? 61 gold. Yes, go on. Make us a suit of armor then. Hooks expired. Can lawfully imprison you because you're a fornicator. A motto. So we can gain 50 renown or 100 piety. Let's go for the renown. Get that up a little bit and we can get the next level of it. So you are unfortunately the wrong religion, and also I can't put you into the bishopric position anyway. Oh, dragon's feeding well today. The dragon is being fed very well today, thank you. There we go, we've got enough renown to unlock convergent blood. Chance of reinforcing congenital traits up 30%. And there's the increased control done there. And now we just need it down in these two areas. 53 days. Perfect. And another event here. Let's just have a look. Getting ahead. Oh yes, this one. So, okay, so this is not... They may have changed it so he's not a genius lunatic, unlike he was before. Then some court grandeur. We'll just say that we'll not allow a cult to run through, so we gain a little bit of piety there. Okay, so this is my armourer, hoping she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid scale armour. So we can say to the armory, the quality or progress of this person's inspiration may be improved. Yeah, let's go there. We don't overly have anything. Oh wait, we have the mace as well. We don't we? So the armory inspiration gains 1 progress, and she gains 5 opinion of us if we tell her she's just having a look. Or the artifact produced will be of a higher quality, but the mace will be destroyed. So what is the mace actually currently giving us? +6 prowess. Yes, go on then. You have my permission to melt it down and use the metal. You have my permission to do so. And the last place will take 5 years. But hopefully, because we've now increased control in hopefully most areas. Hopefully most areas, that should suffice now. We are also sitting on 300 and something gold. So we need the mottes and we need barracks. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't actually just spend a load of money, because apparently we're buying a new forge. We gain a new forge for 5 years, so what does that give us? Army gold maintenance -1% and garrison size +20% for 5 years. Random claim, sure. And we can hold court. Aww. 2 yellow eyes follow me as I cross the hallway, and a small meow breaks the silence as Mittens pounces from my ankle. He may be young, but he is nonetheless ferocious. As he prances away, I see he left me a gleaming gift where he had been hiding. I seriously just find that so cute. Such a cute thing. Okay, and this is just someone swearing at us. So, where is it? Pet Mittens. There we go. Pet our cat. Pet the cat. A ninja cat, yes. And there we go. We got some scale armor. So tier 3. Magnificent. And there we go. So it was definitely worth melting down that mace, because we've got an additional 2 prowess from it. We also get a tiny bit more prestige a month and friendly fatal casualties -8%. The motto of the Ramlid family, cunning is the eagle, is elegantly inscribed on one side. There we go. And obviously we will wear that. And probably I think we need to repair this, because that does give us diplomacy per level of devotion and an additional 15% monthly piety. So we could commission something. So a local artisan produced lower quality artifacts and inspired royal court guests. So I think, who are you? Kingdom of Leon. Pays 50 gold to us. Or he gives 38 stress. We'll decline that. And Marcella has had another child, this time a son, who is a robust and intelligent. So once again, let's just see who is available. I think we may wait for a bit. Once again, we will just wait for a little bit. So how are we doing? We are 55 years old and we are fine, in fine health. We're getting bonuses from our rat hunting cat, which means we are also rat free, and we also have some aged cheese, which gives us a small boost to our health for whatever reason. Okay, aspiring blade master. Well, apparently you've been quite stressed. You've been quite stressed because you are not only have you got the irritable trait, but you've also got comfort eater, neither of which are that good. Okay, our 6-year-old grandson, who can we potentially betroth you to, who's got some good traits that will help you out. I think we'll go with you. Betroth you. You are already betrothed. That is fine. You are betrothed. Oh, so that sickly thing kind of looks like it's just changed to pneumonia, unfortunately. As for you, oh yes, you're the one who's only just been born, so we said we were going to wait. You have not had any children yet, but you're only 19, and you are still 5 years away from getting married. Okay. That will be fine. And excuse me one moment, I'm just going to grab my tablets and take them. Okay, taming a war horse. This could be fun. Okay. Likely to work with high prowess or a bold personality, high diplomacy or benevolent personality, and high intrigue. No, we'll go with a steady hand. We do have 19 prowess, so that should be fairly good. And there we go. We have our warhorse. So we can keep him as our personal warhorse, or we can say that was rewarding. And I'll do it again. So tamer of horses gives us prowess and a bit of prestige a month, whereas the warhorse itself gets us exactly the same. So we might as well keep him as our personal warhorse then, which gets us or unlocks enduring hardships. Enemy occupations do not lower control. And then obviously just giving the horse a name. And I'll say, why can he not leave me in peace? Because we're not wanting to get too friendly with those Ooh. You have come out of nowhere. Hmm. So unfortunately, I think we are getting a bit melancholy, a bit depressed. Yep, there we go. We gain the trait melancholic. How are we doing on this? Almost 2/3 of the way through. This is our youngest son coming of age, and once again a level 2 education. Which seems to be, okay, she got level 3, she got level 2 and level 2. Yeah, that kind of seems to be the default at the moment for us. Just a level 2 education, which is okay. Obviously better than just a level 1. I was about to say, why can we declare war on Brittany? But apparently it's a holy war, okay. I guess that makes sense. Then obviously Astragora. Yep, let's declare war and do that one. And our cat has charmed one of our random vassals. Let's declare war and take on this little territory here. Because we may be content, but we are still going to take advantage of things like random unpressed claims. After taking a nap, glad to caught your stream. Thank you for popping by. I hope you have a good nap and hope you have a good rest of the day. And you just have the standard quick trait. Let's just see if there's anyone we can potentially get you married to. Yeah, thank you for popping by. Okay, that's one person who's got 2 traits, but that's our nephew. We don't really want to do that. So once again, we'll just reinforce that trait. There we go. And 100% because we took the ruler hostage. There we go, so be it. So what do we now own? Yeah. So unfortunately, not really enough of Leon to take it over, not really enough of Galicia. Okay, actually the Duchy of Leon has not yet been created. It needs 3 Dauri counties and 250 gold. So inside our realm we have 2, and then 3 inside of the King of Leon. So we cannot usurp it. We only have 3 of the required 4 counties and requires 500 gold. Ooh. That could be tempting, but unfortunately we are still fairly early on in the game, so we would need to have the Empire of Hispania or create one to really be able to do that. So let's just disband all of our armies here. It will take 3 months, of course. And let me just see. So what could we do? Struggle clash. So Zamora. Oh, wait, hang on. We can take all of them? We could just come through and take all of them? Well, that's an interesting thing. Let's have a look at Galicia. Struggle clash? Yes, we could just take over the whole... Oh. We cannot declare war on you. Oh. Is it too late to announce my, we're going to be role-playing this thing? Is it too late to do that? Is it too late to denounce that? Because, oh my goodness, it's a struggle clash and we could just take over a Leon and Galicia. That would be... Oh dear. Fanatic says no. Fanatic says... Nope, we could do it. We could do it. Okay, so we get one of our counties has got low control. Okay, that's the one we've just taken over, so that will be fine. And Rashid, our uncle, has just died of natural causes. No, drank himself to death. Well, we gain 135 stress. So we can press on. So we gain frozen grief. So having never processed a death, the character finds it hard to connect with everyone, but we do lose 36 stress. And then we can go here and hold a feast for 200 or call a hunt for 133. Yeah, let's go for a feast. There we go, no longer as overwhelmed by stress. And obviously we need a new steward. So who is going to be the best? Well, the powerful vessel, of course. The powerful vessel is actually someone who's pretty good at that. There we go, we get a random person being our friend. There we go, and we also get the trait Eager Reveler. So that is diplomacy and intrigue up. And opinion of revelers plus 10. This opinion hold court. Alliance has expired, which is fine. And yeah, go on. You can take my war horse out for a ride. And once again, another Russian. No, we'll send you back to your master. I have no need for you. And there we go. Mittens jumps up and curls up on our lap. Starts purring away. Welcome administration. Holding taxes plus 10%. We're not doing that badly, actually. We're doing a lot better than I thought we would, considering where we started off on the previous stream. Ooh. Okay, so third child. A third child has genius and pretty. So who potentially... So there is a random person here who has robust and comely. Ooh, let me actually have a look at your family tree. You are... Okay, apparently born to someone random. Yes. Yes, we will. There we go. Russian Muslim coming from where? So apparently some of the Muslim characters down here have essentially brought over slaves from Russia, or one of the many, many counties and duchies that makes up Russia. And apparently they might or move up from southern Spain up to us for a little bit of help. Yeah, which one of these will hurt Toxic the most? Are you talking about the children or my gameplay? Okay, so cousin approaches me with a modest smile. So we can gain a county. Treasury could need a refill, so reduces her feudal taxes and pays 50 gold. So what one do you have county? So is that one that yes, could be good for us. That would take us up to 5. There we go, we've now gained that one. Belongs to us. And the children. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my fault I'm getting all these good children born in. Not my fault I'm having all these good children born into the family. Have you died in it? No, you're actually surviving. You're 9 years old. Though the person you're betrothed to is in prison, so we may be finding you a new wife soon. We may have to find you a new wife soon. Okay, so this is this random thing here. 60 gold, fine. Yep, I don't have any immediate quarrels with you, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, it's like, no problem. Your potential future wife is just in prison, so we may have to find you a new one in some point soon. No problem. No worries whatsoever. Okay, do we have a decent court tutor who is... Okay, you are Italian. Occitano Basque. Alquila. Which is... Oh my goodness, Italian, Vulgar, Arabic, and Basque. That's pretty, pretty good. Food taster, average. We could do a Master of the Horse. We have someone who has an excellent aptitude for it. Royal Architect, not really. High Almoner. Someone who's good. Seneschal. I think that's probably good for how we are at the moment. And comfort of a friend. So that is just naturally or randomly reducing stress. And I'm not interested for the moment anyway. So what else could we build? Because we are doing pretty okay in terms of tax, but it's always nice to have more. Okay, I think we'll construct a hunting grounds. Okay, so let's venture inside and we can search the upper floors. So we will gain, so at least 30 gold, which we did indeed gain. And then over here, what do we have? Pastures. We can upgrade that. Cancels out parts of my old treaty with... Oh. Okay, so the truce that he just paid 60 gold for has just been basically wiped clean. But anyway, so we get an additional supply limit of plus 500. Effectively doubles the tax. And increases the levy by 75. Or by 25 rather. Yep, let's do that. So obviously the sooner we get all these territories in that build up or give us extra tax, the longer we have, that will enable us to actually get the money. Okay, a stranger is walked before me. He has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week. My name is Muzaffaradin, Your Highness. I've travelled far and wide and seen many things, but my family and I are weary of the road. Okay, so Ashari Maghrebi. I mean, there's nothing particularly special, but there's nothing particularly... converts to Catholicism. I will just say the more the merrier. So we gained a loyalty hook on him. And obviously, yes, there are... nope, I am not giving the cat away. I am not giving the cat away. I know what happens. Hey, another son named Ulian. We're having a load of these born. And once again, a genius and handsome. So despite the fact that I married my son to my niece slash his cousin, we've had 4 children. And all of them have had at least 2 genetic traits. Oh, and she's out of prison. Yay! Another request for a truce. So what do you have? Yes, 16 prowess. So I will indeed bring you on and you will automatically become a knight. Oh yeah, so Benedict, your betrothed apparently, she is in Diadora. This is this little bit of Croatia. Apparently they were at war with someone at some point and she was imprisoned during a siege, but she has now been released from prison. So long as nothing else happens to her in 11 years, you and her will be happily married. And yeah, Toxicite says, just CK stuff, don't mind her. Yeah, you'll start to understand some of these random things that I say. Okay, so this is the ladies of Amia have taken up arms. So we do have an option here because we are gallant. So 75% chance we gain 28 stress, 25% chance we lose 36 stress. Let's just see where that one goes, because that is not something I've seen. Okay, we'll say no price is too steep because 30 gold is not going to be too much in the grand scheme of things. F an addict, at least I've got someone. Yeah, you've got someone. You have absolutely no choice in who you're going to get married to. There's not even an option for you to actually like each other, but you're going to get married regardless, because I say so. Okay, speaking of, so let me just see where these are going to be going. So Goffredo. Oh, actually, it's all going to it's actually all going to one person. A toxic cat. You'll make breeding stock and like it. Yes. Okay, so the county there, county of Soria, Lilion, Astorga. Okay, so this is one that we also own. Oh, this has not been developed at all. Right, so what do we want here? I think we want the wooden barracks as an option there. Unfortunately, we don't have the money to build anything else there yet. And also, there's already something being built there, so a shady discussion. If only I could get a bit closer. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, and a non-believer secret. So we need to increase control over here. Wait, when did we get this one under our control? Oh well, more territory for us. Okay, so Leon, declare war. We cannot afford the cost of that. Oh, 135 piety. Did all our piety go then? I swear we had loads. I probably just lost it in a bunch of things. You know what I'm like. Unfortunately, you know what I'm like. Yeah, we can apparently do a struggle claim and just take over the whole of the Kingdom of Leon and Galicia as well. Can we do the same for Gascoigne? Let me see. Declare war, no. So Count Rodrigo, one county. County of Navarra. You have a few different things, but unfortunately, well, their military strength is similar to ours, and they have minus 249 gold. Okay, advice accepted. So +2 martial. Oh wait, that's already been counted in. I was thinking, oh, now take him up to 10 martial. No, it does not. Okay, hard rule. And then we will get soldiers of lesser fortune, mercenary costs down, absolute control. Enables absolute control, and then obviously overseer. Wait, did we not actually pick up strategist? Oh, we didn't. Oops. We didn't pick that up. Okay, that's the one we're picking up next then. That will be the one we pick up next. All right. I think we'll bump the speed up to 5, just because there's nothing overly. County of Coruna is in Galicia. And this is Sulia man has a random lover. Don't overly care about that. There's the Hunter's Lodge in Avila. Alliance has expired. Brother has died. Friend has died. Divergent culture. Interesting. Just clear those out. And we need a new Chancellor. You are a powerful vassal. You are also the best option. So welcome aboard. New son is Herculean and intelligent. So we're definitely getting some of the good traits in. And speaking of, let's just see. Okay, there's a 6-year-old here who is intelligent. Let's do that. And there we go. Oh, lost the war, so be it. Okay. Yeah, we'll just say the day is too fine to not be appreciated. We'll lose a little bit of stress rather than train ourselves up, because we are doing decently. Okay, if we want Galicia, we are going to have to fight for it. Oh no. Ooh. Our son, our youngest son, has been murdered. He did not deserve this. Indeed, he did not. Disrupt schemes. No, we want to find secrets. We want to find who killed our son. Who killed our son. Okay, and once again we will try using a different weapon. We've become obese. Interesting. There we go. We've now unlocked strategist. And we are at death's doorstep because we've just become obese. Why? Because we've not overly... Oh, wait. We are gluttonous, aren't we? Yes. We are gluttonous. And that would be why. It was you, Diamond's son? Why did you kill my youngest son? I mean, admittedly, you were kind of probably doing me a favour, because there was the chance that some of these territories could have gone split apart. The moment you become obese, you're going to die. Well, I mean, we are 62, so we are apparently in poor health. So, obviously, rat hunting, cat and aged cheese, but also frozen grief, melancholic and obese. Okay, so this is... I've not been actually keeping an eye on these. Go on, I guess I could grant a tax lien. Control level will change by -75, and they gain increased autonomy for 10 years. Oh, and our court physician has also died. Local controlling counties, yes, I know. We can usurp the Kingdom of Leon when we have enough gold. 500 gold. How can we get 500 gold in a hurry? How can we get 500 gold in a hurry? Either way, there was something I was going to do here. Something. Search for physician. That was it. So unfortunately, we do have two. Well, one. And there we go. King Goffredo ascends to the throne. Blessed with awesome knowledge of all things heaven and earth, Goffredo's rule is sure to be legendary. So, of course, I watched Kung Fu Panda recently. So, of course, when I read legendary, I just think of how Tai Lung says, like, our battle will be legendary. Okay, so anyway, we did not lose any titles on succession. So we still own 5 counties, 2 duchies, and 2 kingdoms. And lineage. So there we go. There was our first ruler, Duke Ulian I. Died at age 69. Ruled for 34 years. King Ulian, who died at 62, reigned for 38 years. And King Goffredo is us. So Duke Ulian died from being ill. He was distinguished and a devoted servant. He had the lifestyle stewardship and fought in 8 offensive wars. King Ulian died of old age. He was the cultural head of the Alquila Andalusians at the time of his death. He was illustrious, faithful, had the martial lifestyle, and fought in 7 wars, 4 offensive and 3 defensive. And we continue as King Goffredo, aged 33 years old. So naturally, we have a lot of stuff that we need to do. So our martial is 21. Let's go for, once again, the chivalry focus. That always seems to be the best one. And we need to basically fill out our council. Okay, so who is best at everything? You are the best steward as a powerful vassal, so we'll put you in there. Our best spy master is, unfortunately, you. So you are... Okay, you are just a regular vassal. I don't quite know why you have a silver hand there, but never mind. We could make you our spy master 19, and you do like us, so I think we will risk that. Our marshal, our best one is you, and our chancellor. Yep, so unfortunately we are leaving Duke Lub a bit out in the cold. There we go. And unfortunately our archbishop has 3 learning and obviously does not endorse us. Yep, the hordes of red numbers. As we die, the hordes of red numbers. Oh, and this is us. Mozarabic, finally, an Alquila culture. So, we've almost discovered mots. I expect to be discovered in 2 years. And Plenary Assemblies. Limited Crown Authority Law, which is up here. So rulers can change between available partition succession laws. Titles can be revoked. Vassals can be retracted. Clan government vassals will provide at least 5% of levies and 2% of income and will cost us 225 prestige. After that one, I think we may want to get onagers and actually get siege weapons down. Obviously, we'll have to have a look to see what the exposure is. Caballeros could be good. We can recruit them as men-at-arms. Andalusian stallions are better at travelling and fighting in rough terrain than other breeds of horses. So yeah, as we can see here, so terrain effects, good in hills, plains and dry lands, bad in mountains, desert mountains and wetlands, and do not do well in harsh winter either. But we'll have to just see basically what we have the option for. And then obviously we have the early medieval, so we could get the Reconquisters. Casus Belli piety cost minus 10% and monthly piety plus 10%, which is one of our cultural options. And then down here, Okay, I was looking at that and I was going, huh, hobbies. That's an interesting thing to have as a cultural one, but no, it's hobilars, a specific men-at-arms regiment, rather than, you know, hobbies like board games and poetry and things like that. And then obviously the late medieval as well. We need help. Get us our hobbies. Yes, I mean, that is honestly what it seemed like. So anyway, we can usurp the Kingdom of Leon when we get 500 gold. And we have changed ruler. So we are now ambitious, wrathful, and impatient. So heaven help anyone who stands between us. So struggle clash. So we'd need 390 piety, prestige rather. So we cannot afford it. So fame penalty 780 and we'll lose a level of fame. So obviously we want to do that. Whereas the Kingdom of Leon, we can declare war, 270 prestige. But if we can just usurp the title, we can potentially get the land as well. Okay, our sister died from stress. And I think we'll probably want to, yeah, find secrets again. Promote culture. So 9 years. Yeah, that looks about to be the same. So we'll just keep going through on these areas. And probably what we want to make sure is the Basque one we actually keep. And maybe we can merge it or some such. Okay, we have a load of things here. Low control, not endorsed by a county. Powerful vassal expects council position. Fewer knights. Can hire a court position. Children lack guardians. Okay, so we need a guardian for fanatic. You are being educated in diplomacy. Okay, there we go. Yep, no problem, fanatic. Have a good nap. Oh, convert faith. No, we don't want to do that. And our daughter, who is being educated in learning. Who is our best? You can imprison criminals, so you are a fornicator and an adulterer. Don't really care about that. We are in line to inherit titles. So this is okay. Italian land, right? We are not overly worried about that. This is held by our cousin. Yes. So we've gone from oh goodness. Okay, so you owned just one bit of land, and then you managed to get two extra bits of land from somewhere. So then we've gone from owning one bit of land in Italy just because we married someone there to actually owning yeah, 3 bits. That is interesting, but basically I think the moment we potentially inherit that and a war storms through, we're just going to go, yeah, we don't care about that, just have it. You could just have it. Okay, so someone's just gotten a random lover, and unfortunately, probably with all of that dying and low control, yeah, so we kind of have probably lost a fair amount of income. Oh, we're up at 4.9 gold a month now. Okay, so just a non-believer, that is fine. We could probably actually... Oh, we can actually have 5 men-at-arms regiments now. I think we'll probably save some of those. It's 112 gold. 106. And 56, yeah. So we'll bump all of those up. It's going to cost us a lot of money. It's going to cost us a lot of monthly income as well. Okay, so chaos or battle. So we can either meet the assault head on. 41% chance we gain 1 prowess for 5 years. Or we will withdraw for a moment. We will only lose 14 stress because we are wrathful. We will do that one. And what is going on in our court? Let's just have a look. Colourful talent. Okay. Yeah, we'll just say her artistic genius will be nurtured. And yes, we will have another cat. We will indeed have another cat. I am seriously tempted to see how long we can keep this aged cheesed around for us, though. Okay, so this is, we have a female cat with brown fur. We'll just call this one Mite, because I'm not that eager to start trying to think up names for the moment. So we'll pet our cat Mite. We lose 14 stress. Wish you could make the cheese an artifact. Well, you never know, actually. Let me have a look. Because you can always repair it, but then you can also reforge it. Okay, so pay 25 gold to repair it. Okay, so apparently it doesn't look like we can reforge that one. I'm pretty sure. Okay, maybe it has to be like right at the low end of the scale. Like, how do you repair cheese? You make more of it? You scrape off the mold that's been growing? You just scrape off the mold and it's good for another 20, 30 years. Hey, the borders of faith. She explains to me that her faith is faltering during her time spent guarding the border against Ash'arism and fraternizing with the enemy. Her words are not in jest. It feels as if the slightest mistake could push her away from God. Threaten to denounce her as a heretic. Reignite her fervor. Pick any faith so long as you serve me. Or someone called a priest. No, we'll reignite her fervor for myself. Nope, that did not work. He's converted to Ash'ari. Okay, we're picking up loads of secrets, none of which I want to get. So I want to figure out who potentially killed our brother. A dagger from Baghdad. Yep, we will do that. Put us in a little bit of debt, but we'll be able to clear that out soon enough. Disputed heritage. I don't care. And there we go. So we have a weapon, prowess +1 and personal scheme power +1. So yes, so we're almost there. We actually just need a crown. And there we go. We've discovered mots. Just in time for also a military focus. Or a military point. So we've just discovered mots. And what else? So I said onagers, didn't I? And plenary assemblies in 21 months. Is that repairing cheese or adding new cheese to the old one? But it would clash. I suppose you are right in that one. Okay, no more secrets to be held. Or no more secrets to be found, rather. Fine. Actually, is our wife still young enough to potentially have another child? She is. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, fanatic. Yeah. So we somehow managed to oh yes. Yes, I remember that one. Okay, so can we destroy this? We need 272 more prestige. Or 800 prestige in total. You're a part of the Empire of Hispania. Can we create a custom empire? I think we can. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. Convene the Council of Toledo. We hold or rule over the Sheikdom of Tula, and its ruler is Mozarabism faith, at least 3 vassals. Is a powerful vassal and is Catholic. And the realm size of Kingdom of Castillo is 20 or more. Okay, so we could do that. Kingdom of Toledo. We are an independent ruler. This place is our capital, which is down... Okay, there, right. We are Iberian heritage. Yep. Faith is Mozarabic or created from it. Yep. Completely control this one. Okay. Found the Holy Order. We can form Portugal. Your highest tell title is less than kingdom. Boo. We can bind the faith to Rome, or we can break it. So we would permanently lose this one. Consecrate. Okay, no, we can't. Actually, it doesn't look like we can create a custom empire. Not yet, anyway. Yeah. Can't create the empire until you settle the struggle. Okay, that makes sense. And Diamondson, my vassals are gaining more land than me. One vassal has both Scotland and Wales now. Make sure you keep control of them. Might have to start trying to put claims on his land to try and put them in their place. Who is they? Sorry. Who is they? Though you are correct in that I should probably be starting to try and get claims. Unfortunately, our Archbishop is terrible. Our Archbishop is terrible at his job, so he's probably just more likely to annoy everyone. He's just more likely to annoy everyone. Okay, gain 20 opinion, that's nice. Okay, so teach him what I know. So wrathful and impatient. So we'll just chastise him for his failures. And look at that, they've just exploded into a civil war from the looks of it. That could be easy to come and pick it off. Okay, there we go. Lose some stress. And let's see. No, we don't want to do that. We wanted to Galicia declare war, struggle clash. 390, and their military might vastly inferior to us. So there we go. And of course I have no qualms about this because we are indeed a impatient, ambitious and wrathful person. So of course we're going to go around and grab territories. Okay, Fanatic is an adult. So unfortunately he is classed as a spineless planner and has a level 2 diplomatic education. So few at any court would be overly impressed by his grasp of etiquette, but at least he does know how to hold his own in polite company. So essentially a level 1 education is they've pretty much failed any attempt to understand things. Level 2 is they know the basics. Level 3 is, you know, they're fairly decent at it. And level 4 is, oh my goodness, you are brilliant. So what did we get? Craven, arbitrary, and diligent. Oof. So Fanatic does not enjoy being challenged or scared at all. Fanatic does his own thing and has little regard for others. But he does not shy away from hard work. So he's absolutely fine with hard work so long as it's not challenging him. Is an interesting tactic. Definitely an interesting tactic. Okay, so unfortunately we are also losing quite a lot of money. Okay. So we'll just yell at someone random. Try and reduce our stress at least a little bit. Okay. We can create a random duchy. I don't really want to worry about that. Children lack guardians. You are educated in intrigue. Who is our best one here? Our cousin wife. And our son here is being educated in learning. So the best person for that is our brother-in-law. And obviously we probably want to try and find you someone to marry as well. So 6 years old, probably one that has... Yep, let's go for you. Are you betrothed? You are. You are as well. Okay. You are betrothed. You are not, so let's just go and get you someone. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I saw someone who had the level 2 intelligence trait, but apparently not. We'll just betroth you to this person. A spineless planner are going to be killing people, methinks. Well, we'll have to see. You have not had any children, and you died before you could have any. Okay. Right. I mean, he does have 15 intrigue. So his intrigue is actually almost better. Is almost at the same level as his diplomacy. So, I mean, yeah, he could. He's someone that decides to just go and randomly kill people. Random alliance formed. Don't overly care about that. Obviously, we're going to need to be keeping an eye on this war because our money is going to start tanking very, very, very soon. Okay, Lugo is under siege. Is that one there? Yes, it is. Okay, well, let's go and just completely smash down that army. If we can. There we go. We're going to catch up to you. Go. And then come back down here to Santiago. Grabs that, and hopefully we're 87% already. Oh, okay, who needs to get married? You two. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, still 87%. Good, good, good. Apparently we had someone in prison because he's just died. No, we'll just release you. Yeah. Sometimes I do kind of forget that there's people in my prison and I don't actually remember until they, you know, die in prison. And our antiquarian has died. Oh, as our court physician. Ooh. Oh, we'll just put our brother-in-law as an antiquarian and then we need to go and search for a physician. And obviously there's factions. Okay, so you are a level 3 renowned physician. Apparently you are not married to anyone, but you are still pregnant, a fornicator. 12 in 12 at learning. Yeah, let's pay 50 gold to you. Unfortunately, that's pretty much drained our funds. Hey Blue Cauliflower, how's your day going? Hope it's been well. Probably actually going to be finishing up in about half an hour, so we've got at least about half an hour left. Okay, so the renowned inventor Tifflewit has sought me out with a very odd petition, carrying a pair of wings made from wood and silk. Long have humans lusted to soar through the heavens, and I have made calculations I will prove that we can. My daughter Kera has learned of this and is begging me to let her see the aged scholar take flight. Oh dear. This is not going to end well. And yeah, my day's been going okay. Said about this a bit earlier to Toxicite. So house moving kind of stalled for a bit because we got an offer from someone and then after about 3 weeks they went, yeah, actually, we don't really want this anymore. So we put the house back on the market, had a few more viewings, and we've got someone who's come through and given us an offer. So we need to go and start looking at and viewing houses once again. Okay, so if we could say, yeah, very well, I will allow it. So our daughter gains 30 opinion of us. There's a 60% chance we gain 150 prestige. And then of that, a 20% chance our daughter gains the trait brave. 40% chance he dies. And then a 50-50 shot of our daughter getting either melancholic or sadistic. So you're intelligent. We could say, lend me those wings. I want to fly. So we can saw the world from above for 30 years, +2 learning and -8% stress gain. Our daughter gains 30 opinion of you, 50% chance of we gain a nickname the flying, 34% chance we gain the trait wounded. Our daughter loses 20 opinion of you, and then a 50% chance of you gain the nickname the flightless. We can say no, this is madness, but we will gain 23 stress because we are ambitious. So, do people have an opinion on this? Do people have an opinion on this? Because I am somewhat tempted for the learning challenge one. But then, okay, getting brave, but then she is our third born. So there's not really going to be too much that she's going to be able to do with that. What would the character allow? Okay, well, he is ambitious, wrathful, and impatient. So I think, honestly, I think he's actually more likely to go, I want to fly. And it doesn't look like there's actually any chance of us dying. So I'm going to try this. We soared like an eagle. We saw the world from above. So there we go. +2 learning for 30 years. And just in time, we've actually got Plenary Assemblies as well. So factions, there's no factions around. Good, because one has just disbanded. Good, good, good. So culture, innovations. Oh, okay. Onagers are both our fascination and current exposure. So expect to be discovered in about 11 years. So I think... yeah, so I'll do that one. So 31 years discovery for that one and 16 years for that. So I have noticed that unless you really, really want to get something quickly, selecting something as having both the exposure and focus doesn't overly reduce it that much. Okay, so in force demands, we will seize all territory within King Garcia's realm that is part of the county of Tui, Santiago, Coruna, and Monterrey. 2 people become our vassal. We gain 300 fame. Ally share 150 prestige. There we go. Victory. Above our domain limit, of course. Fine Quran has low durability. Okay, we can't actually do that because we are in debt, but that is going to be 23 years. Disabled building in A. Coruna. Right, why is that? Holding disabled to avoid the penalties of being above the domain limit. Okay, so I guess we just grant this to a random person then. Yay! Here you go. 25 years old. Got the intelligent trait. You have 20 prestige. And you are impatient, shy, and temperate, but not ambitious. Congratulations. You get that land. There you go. And obviously, seeing as you are... I was about to say, it's kind of like, hang on. Isn't he male and is telling me I can marry... But no, that's just who is available for marriage. Okay, I guess you're going to have to find a wife of your own then. Low controlling counties, we can ransom someone for 10 gold. Sure. Any other prisoners? Yeah, we'll just let you go. We can create the Duchy of Galicia. We had the money. No control in multiple counties. Powerful vassals. Expect council position. 19. Not really. I mean, 12. But then she is... this is one of the things I dislike. Diamond son. Finally, my third son is gone. Yay! Finally, you no longer have to deal with him trying to take over all the territory. Though, speaking of taking over the territory, look at how we are doing. Anyway, disband all of the troops. We are going to gain 5 gold a month now. That is decision to hold court. Can we pet our cat yet? Nope. Not for another 2-ish years. That cheese is tempting, though. I will say that cheese is tempting, but I am also tempted to just see how long we can keep a hold of that for. I'm just so tempted to see how long we can keep an eye on that, a hold of that for. Oh, scopophobic. That is interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Okay, peacemaker. There we go. So yeah, of course, I say things like I've never seen any of these things before. Obviously, in Crusader Kings 2, obviously because development has stopped with that, it's more of a situation of I never knew this existed in the game. Whereas for Crusader Kings 3, because it is being still actively developed and worked on, part of it is more of a okay, has this just been added in, or have I only just noticed it? Yeah, we definitely need to get ourselves a custom empire title at some point, because this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. So let's have a look at the control. Oh, that is yes, very yeah, let's swap you over to there and we can increase the control once again. Promote culture is doing okay. Andalusian, Basque, Castilian, Galician. Accused of claim fabrication. Spent 100 prestige, piety rather. So I am tempted. I am tempted with our culture thing, because we have Visigothic codes. I'm tempted to actually see if we can go over to Basque, like move our capital over to here, adopt the Basque culture, do a bunch of what's the word? Promote cultural acceptance back with our Kila culture, so then we can obviously do the Basque religion. We can do the decision to get that Basque religion, the Basque culture, do the decision to remake that old religion and bring that one back. Then we can create cultural acceptance with the Aokila culture and hopefully bring in Visigothic codes, if that will work. And once again, a level 2 education. You are 19 years old, so yes, we can marry you two off. Let me actually see. So, culture, Basque. Oh, wait, you have Visigothic codes anyway. Okay, right, never mind. Never mind. The ritualized friendship mountaineers. Okay, we don't have mountaineers, or what was the other one there? Marital ceremonies. Cannot use any divorce interactions. Ooh. Adulterer or fornicator traits are despised, and hostile scheme success chance versus spouses minus 50%. Okay. That could be interesting. So unfortunately, we don't own either of these two territories that have the Basque culture in. So we'd probably have to revoke it at some point. So, like, revoke it from you. Alternatively, do we have an option? No, we would need to have a territory and actually there, the words. I can't think of the right words. Nope, we're not getting rid of the cat. So we'd need to have one of these territories with the Basque culture in it / promote the acceptance of it to actually get something from it. How are we doing on this one? 869, so we are almost there. And I think, can we actually diplomacy, modify vassal contract? Okay, we can't. Yeah, we can't really do anything on that. So you are considered a powerful vassal, but you are also terrified. He will never oppose you directly. Let's have a look at you. So note you are considered a powerful vassal, but you are not cowed in any way. I think I'm going to risk it. Yeah, assign. You get fired, so you are a lower opinion. Okay, the sheikdom, 111 gold. Oh. Actually, probably we don't want to do that. At least not yet, because we do need all of the funds that we can get. So, if we can annoy her enough to get her to rebel. So your siblings are King of Leon. Okay, so we are generically ill, so we'll just do no more than what is necessary. And there we go, a little bit brighter, so that is fine. So anyway, I was saying, so these will go down to Carlos. So both down to you, right? You are 4 years old. Are pretty. Okay, let's see. Okay, the only person we can marry you to is our brother-in-law. Probably not what we want to do. And there we go. We are no longer ill. Always nice to see. So how is Fanatic doing? 19 and 14 years old. Okay, save our village from the tyranny of this person. He has neglected our settlement for too long. So what territory do you own then? Okay, down here. Okay, no, this is just promised liberation. Yeah, your people will have to help themselves because I'm not getting involved in that. Okay, so apparently you two have been fornicating outside of marriage. Okay, so apparently you would accept if it's matrilineal. Okay, yep, go on then. I'll get you two married off. And, jeez. Okay, so do we... You don't really own anything. You're not a powerful vassal. We won't worry about that. What is that trait? Oh, completed the Hajj, okay. A war declared. Itania clashed and superior forces. Right. This may be a little bit troublesome. Oh, this is probably one where we definitely want to call in our allies. How many troops do you have? 143. No. 135. No. Call in our house member. Yes. Because you have over 1,500. We can imprison criminals. You are a fornicator. I don't really care about that. And we want to raise all of our troops here. There we go. And then we can come down here. And hopefully... let me just zoom out and see. Yep, okay, so it is just us. Then, that is good. So this is just us. Obviously, I have no idea. Oh, I say that and someone else has just joined in. Yeah, there we go, 8,000. Oops. Hopefully we can get in quickly enough. So forest, plains, and hills. Okay, so that's not going to be... Did I just completely choose the wrong one to go for? Oh my goodness, look at all those troops going to siege. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. I think we need to do something about that. Nope. So we do have our cousin ally. Where are you going? Okay, all the way up there, annoyingly. Okay, so we need bring you all the way over here. Hopefully you might pick up a few extra troops on the way. You look like you may be trying to do a divide and conquer system. Okay. So this is our niece-in-law. Intelligent and robust. Oh my goodness, are those the only options? Wow, okay. Guess we'll wait till you're a bit older then. Okay, where are our troops? There they are. Okay, there we go. We'll move up here. And hopefully... Wait, come on, move across. And there goes our kitty. We are no longer as overwhelmed by stress. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be winning this war as handily as I was hoping. Be able to get it down to white peace, maybe? What are we going to need? Okay, so let's... Yeah, so basically we need to move it up to... Looks like plus 20 on our side. I guess just depends on what we're going to be able to do. So we do have hills here, so we are in a slightly defensive position, which would help if we didn't have like 4,000 troops looming down on our position. Like that. Yep, okay, we've lost this. Completely lost this. Okay, so if we surrender, what do they get? Against the contested title. So that is just going to be Avila, which is annoying. It's going to be annoying. Yeah, this is going to hit 100%, or minus 100%, I should say. For too long. You two can get married. Sure, go ahead. What are we above our domain limit? Yeah, well, that's going to be solved in a moment anyway. Don't worry, that's going to be solved in a minute anyway. Yep, minus 100%. There we go. So be it. So yes, it was just that one little bit of territory, thankfully. So what is our new capital going to be? County of Soria. Looks like our new capital. Which, yes, I probably could have seen if I just looked at that. Okay, so we'll just disband all of that. And how far are we on this one? 938. Okay, so we'll wait for long enough for that to tick over. And pet our cat, of course. Reduce a little bit more stress. So essentially we'll wait for the this to tick over to compromise, just so we can see what will happen on that one, and then I think we will be wrapping up for the day. So we have admittedly lost a little bit of territory, but considering where we started off as not quite the King of Castillo, I'd say we've been doing pretty decently. Okay, so which one of these is probably going to be better for us? Overseer. Yeah, let's do Serve the Crown. So Natural Dread plus 15. Because obviously we are impatient and wrathful. So that means our Natural Dread is 35 rather than 20. So obviously monthly change will go 0.5 or plus 0.5 because we are below our Natural Dread. And do we want to try and ransom? No, we'll not accept. A random cousin was slain. That reminds me, prisoners, we do not have any. Okay. And I think we'll just appoint a random person as our antiquarian. An event. Okay, royal lapse. Okay, we'll just say I have other commitments and just go on that one. Okay, so my nephew is livid. Apparently he's been certain that he would get a position. So we can put him as our court musician. Or court jester. Yeah, let's just make you our court musician then. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so one level below. So we get reducing our prestige just a tiny, tiny bit. And court artifacts. Let's just have a look at all of them. Okay, so we need to repair 125. So we'll have to remember that. And yeah, no problem, Toxicite. We are just about to wrap up here anyway. Hopefully, I will see you in the next stream. And hopefully we won't have too much going on. Okay, so we need a new marshal. Slightly annoying. There's our spy master. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to play the game at least a little bit here. So our spy master will reassign you to our marshal, and then our new spy master will be yes, you will be fine. We want to still keep annoying you and make you want to rebel. Which, look at that, that's happened. So that means we can raise arms against her. And when we have enough Crown authority. We can potentially start revoking titles from people. So this does mean, increasing the crown authority, it does mean that people are probably going to start being at least a little bit annoyed with that. So increase control or make... Okay, 6 years, 6 months, 9 years, 7, 3 months, 6 years. I might as well start with Santiago. And yep, there's the Liberty faction already. There is the Liberty faction, 962. Okay, there's the promote culture one done, so we'll just go over to here and do that one. 10 days, control in Santiago. And then, yep, 4 months in Burgos. Just to get that one completed as well. So what has happened to... Okay, our spouse, you are still... will not accept, he wants more gold. Oof, minus 500 piety, that is ouch. Yep, we'll show you in. Oh, thank you. Neil's indifference. And yeah, 70. So he gains 75 prestige. We gain 6 court grandeur. We gain 150 prestige, 50 gold, and our dynasty gains 50 renown. Thank you. That has actually really genuinely helped. Okay, what is this? A ransom message for 20 gold. Sure. So we can get our wife back. What is this? Demand artifact. What do you want? I have no idea what you want. No. You're a hunchback murderer and you're scarred and a flagellant as well. Interesting combination. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, it just keeps on telling me about that. I don't overly care about that for the moment anyway. Remember to actually pause the game properly. So 6 years. Might as well do that one. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a ransom for our wife. Apparently it's not. No, it wants more gold. Okay, apparently that was not our wife. So this is our niece. Okay, so it's just gotten the handsome trait. Which is, you know, okay. It's okay. Obviously just checking on our other children and making sure they are fine. Pay 20 gold. This is a random courtier. Nope. Don't care about that. We'll decline the invitation. I know it's really bad. Okay. So what does this give us? Oh, wait, hang on. City of Lugo. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, and that's a lover secret. Don't overly care too much about that. 984 out of 1,000. We're getting there. Are getting there. Okay. There we go. Our ransom for our wife. There we go. Our wife is back. There's a game. Patronage, so we can actually get some piety back in a, well, not necessarily a hurry because it's going to take us a while, but still we're able to get piety back at somewhat of a decent rate. So declare war. We could do forced vassalization. Obviously, if someone else has a claim on that. Struggle clash. The military strength is similar to ours. Just because, you know, it always is going to be. Hostility is transitioning into compromise. We'll start in 90 days. So this is our niece and a courtier. There we go. We are now in compromise. So next phase of progress is into opportunity. So peasantry and nobility are like comfortable that things just work, allowing more shrewd characters to take advantage of their naivety. So what can we do here now? The struggle clash Casus Belli only targets one county. Okay, so it was a good thing we pushed through for Galicia when we did. So involved in interloper characters more easily accept white peace. Have longer truces. Purchase truce interaction costs less gold. The involved rulers of at least Duke tier may enforce truces below them. Iberian Reclamation Casus Belli. We're going to have a look at that one. Pay more prestige for wars against characters of a different faith. Sending a ward will establish a truce with the Guardian. Invasion and Conquest Casus Belli are unavailable. Defender advantage +5. Garrison size +25%. Levy reinforcement rate for same faith is up 50%. And friendly territory levy reinforcement rate is up 50%. Culture effects. Releasing prisoners of a different culture provides prestige. Culture acceptance game, max language learning schemes. Holy wars cannot be declared in the struggle region. Ooh. Avert faith in county proceeds slower. Forming an alliance with another involved ruler provides piety. Completed buildings in castle holdings provide development growth. Granting independence to a non-de jure provides renown. Okay, yada. So what did we want to have a look at? We want to have a look at the Iberian Reclamation Casus Belli. The attacker aims to conquer a duchy which contains any involved counties held by an interloper or uninvolved ruler, or vassalize them if they hold no land outside that duchy. So let's see. Okay, we don't have that as an option. Let's see. So, declare war. Iberian Reclamation against Gascoigne. So the Duchy of Navarra or the Duchy of Vizcaya. Okay. And Barcelona. Okay. No, you are involved because you are Catholic Catalan. Explain why. And obviously these are probably, yeah, struggle clash, so we can only get one claim there. I think our usurping is, yeah, we've only got 3 of the 4 required counties because we just lost one. That is a pain. All of you, I think, are yes. So unfortunately, we're only going to get, please don't crash game. Thank goodness. You. Had a moment there. So the only bits we can take are a couple of bits from Gascoigne with that, unfortunately. But that is going to be where I am finishing up for the night. So let me just pop this up. So unfortunately, us going to a brand new culture has not been as fantastic as I thought it would be, because we can still, Basque still has the Visigothic codes, so we are still able to do some of those things. So unfortunately, we do have a few options that we can still get if we change over to the Basque culture, but we do have a few options to go through and change succession when we have vassals who actually like us. So let me just save that and exit the game, just so we can make sure that that is all successfully saved up. So let me go and see if anyone is streaming right now that we know and can go and raid. Yes, there's a couple of people, but let's do as we did last time. So I'll just mute my desktop audio while I go and have a look at someone, because there is someone who is playing Crusader Kings 3 doing a crusade for Iberia, so I'm just going to check them out and see what they're like. Okay, yep. I think we will go and say hello to this person then. So this is someone who, there we go. So hopefully you all hop along with me and say hello to this person, and we'll continue in some regards our game of well, viewing a crusade and conquest of Iberia. So once again, thank you very much everyone who's stopped by, chatted, lurked, all of that good stuff, and I hope I will see you next time. So bye bye for now.